Hey everyone, welcome back to Code Streak Daily. In today's video, we are going to solve a really interesting problem. So here we have the problem title Reorganize the Array, and it's of 11th October, and the difficulty level is easy. So let's see what the problem is. Let me read the description here. Given an array of elements ARR with indices ranging from 0 to size of the array -1, and your task is to write a program that rearranges the elements of the array such that array of I equals I. If an element is I is not present in the array, -1 should be placed at the corresponding index. Okay, so now we have to check if all the elements starting from 0 to size of the array are present in the array or not. If the elements are not present in the array, we have to replace them with -1. It's a easy problem only, but let's see how it goes. Here we have an array with -1, -1, 6, 1, 9, 3, 2. Okay, this is an unsorted array. We have to sort the array first. So then we can see there are 10 elements here. So the sorted array will look like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. But in our array we are not having 0, 5, 7 and 8. So at their places we have to print -1, and other places we have to print the elements of the array only. Okay, let's see another example. We have 2, 0, 1, and after we sort that we will get 0, 1 and 2. So it's a sorted array, and all the elements starting from 0 to size of the array, that is 3 -1, 2. So 0 to 2 all the elements are present, so no -1 is there in the array. We have to just return this array. Okay, so we have a time complexity of order of n and the space as order of 1. Okay, so we have to just swap the elements which are not present in the array with -1. Okay, that's the thing we have to do. Now let's jump into the coding part and I'll walk through the code. Okay, now let's take n equals to length of the array. Okay, now we have to take a loop to place elements in the correct position. Instead of directly sorting, if we sort, if you check that here there are multiple -1 elements. Okay, there are 4 -1 here. So if we just write array dot sort, all the -1 elements will be printed on the first, and rest of the elements will be printed in the sorted order. Okay, but when we loop that, when we traverse the array after it is being sorted, all the elements of the first 4 elements will be -1 and the rest will be in the sorted. So if we check with the array of I equal to I, then the first 4 elements will not be equal. Like array of 0 should be equals to 0, but here if we sort that we will get the -1. So if we take that, the first 4 positions will be printed with -1 and rest of the positions will also be printed with -1 only. Okay, so that's not how we should do. We have to shift the positions of the elements. Okay, now for I in range of n, we have to take a while loop where 0 less than equals to array of I, and array of I also less than equals to n. Okay, sorry, less than n. And we also have to check another condition where array of I not equal to array of I. Okay, so here we have doing how swapping of the elements to put them in the correct position only. If that condition is true, then we are just writing array of I and array of I. Just we are just swapping them. Okay, array of I and array of I. Okay, I'll explain that. In this loop, we use the while condition to keep swapping the elements until they are in their correct positions. Okay, here we are checking two conditions. Okay, the first condition, this condition ensures that the element is within the valid index range, and this condition, the second condition, ensures that the element is not already in the correct position. Okay, Here we are checking the index is in the range, and here we are checking that the element is not already in the correct position. Okay, now here the elements all swapped with their respective positions. Now what we have to do, we have to replace the missing values with -1. Once the elements are placed correctly, we have to go through the array again to check if the index I doesn't contain the value I. Okay, for that cases we'll assign -1. So I'm taking another for loop here. For I in range of n, if array of I not equals to I. In this condition, what we have to do, we have to just replace the with index with -1. Okay, that's it. Now we have to return the array. So I'll make the explanation again. So what's happening here first? We try to place every element where it belongs by swapping it with the element at its target index. Okay, once that's done, we eject the array and set -1 wherever the index doesn't match the value. Right? Um, Let me compile and run the code. Let's see if that works or not. Yeah, you see here, this is our output and this is the expected output. Both are matching perfectly fine. And let me submit the code and see if all the test cases will be passed or not. Okay, yeah, all the test cases are passed and we have an accuracy of 100%. The total time taken is 0.84 seconds. Okay, now let's talk about the space complexity as well as the time complexity. Okay, first I'll talk about the time complexity. Since we are iterating over the array and performing constant time swaps for each element, the time complexity will remain order of n only, and we are only using the input arrays for swapping, right? So the space complexity is also order of 1. If we are using another empty list to swap the elements and put the elements into the new list, that would take an extra space. So instead of that, we are using the same array that is provided to us. We are just swapping the elements and replacing the elements with the index that doesn't match the value with -1. Okay, and that's how we can rearrange an array to match the indices with in order of n time. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Code Streak Daily for more coding challenges and explanations. Drop a comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and if you have any efficient code than this, please do put that in the comment and I'll surely verify that. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Keep streaking, guys.